Life isn't always easy. You've shown up for yourself and others in countless ways this year. That's worth celebrating. So, as we close out the year, I want you to reflect on this. What have you given that you haven't allowed yourself to receive in return? Welcome to Inspired Choice today. I'm your host, Caroline Biesalski, here to bring you authentic stories, surprising lessons, and powerful takeaways to fuel your journey in business and life. In each episode, I'll take you from one inspiring guest to the next, blending their experiences with my expertise to uncover practical strategies you can use right away. Whether you're starting out or stepping up, stay tuned for insights and actionable tips that make a difference. And stick around until the end for a special freebie just for our listeners. Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is another episode of Inspired Choice today, where we explore the big and small choices that create extraordinary lives. I'm your host, Caroline Biesalski, and today we are diving into a topic that feels especially timely as we approach Christmas: the ability to receive. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Christmas is the season of giving, right? We give gifts, time, and love. It's all about generosity. But here's the question I want to pose to you today. Are you truly allowing yourself to receive? Think about it. So often we focus on giving because it feels noble, and it is. Giving connects us, fulfills us, and spreads joy. But what happens when someone gives to you? Do you accept it with open arms and a full heart, or do you deflect with a polite, "Oh, you shouldn't have"? Here's the truth. Receiving is as much an act of love and grace as giving, and yet it's the part so many of us struggle with. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, during a particularly busy Christmas season, a dear friend handed me a small, beautifully wrapped gift. I smiled, thanked her, and set it aside without opening it. Later that evening, she asked me, "Caroline, did you open it yet?" I hadn't, not because I wasn't grateful, but because I felt undeserving. I was so caught up in making sure everyone else had a magical Christmas that I didn't allow myself to simply receive. When I finally unwrapped it, it was a handwritten letter about how much I had inspired her that year. That letter stayed with me because it wasn't just a gift. It was a mirror showing me how I needed to appreciate myself as much as I appreciated others. You see, receiving isn't about taking. It's about allowing love, allowing joy, allowing the universe to give back to you. And here's the kicker. To truly receive, we must first give. And I don't just mean giving physical gifts. I mean giving our time, our presence, and our gratitude. Giving opens the flow of energy between people, but receiving completes the circle. I will read this again because it was important. Giving opens the flow of energy between people, but receiving completes the circle. So imagine yourself giving something to someone. Giving opens the flow of energy between people, but receiving completes the circle. But how many of us stop that circle from completing? How often do we downplay a compliment or brush off help because we feel like we should be able to handle it all on our own? Oh, I was that kind of person for many, many years. Here's the thing. Receiving is an act of humility. It's an acknowledgement that we don't have to do everything alone. So this Christmas, I want to invite you to practice receiving with as much joy and intention as you practice giving. When someone offers you a kind word, accept it fully. Let it sink in. When a friend or family member gives you a gift, receive it with the same gratitude you feel when giving one. And most importantly, give yourself the gift of acknowledgement. Let's be real, life isn't always easy. You've shown up for yourself and others in countless ways this year. That's worth celebrating. So as we close out the year, I want you to reflect on this. What have you given that you haven't allowed yourself to receive in return? Once again, what have you given that you haven't allowed yourself to receive in return? It could be love, support, or even something as simple as a well-deserved compliment. And if you're struggling with this, here's a little mantra to carry with you. I give freely and I receive gratefully. I give freely and I receive gratefully. Christmas is a time of connection, of opening our hearts to others, but it's also a time to let ourselves be loved, be seen, and be appreciated. So, as you wrap gifts, share meals, or sit quietly with someone you love, remember, allowing yourself to receive is one of the greatest gifts you can give, not just to yourself, but to those who want to show you how much you mean to them. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope this episode leaves you feeling inspired to embrace both giving and receiving this holiday season. If this resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Send me a message or share this episode with someone who could use a little reminder to receive. Until next time, I'm Caroline Biesalski. Remember, every inspired choice today creates the success story of tomorrow. Over and out. Thank you for listening to Inspired Choice today. I'm thrilled to have you on this journey of growth and transformation. Don't forget to hit follow or subscribe to stay connected and never miss an episode. And here's something special. Grab your free 20-minute breakthrough session with me. It's designed to help you kickstart or level up your business. Just check out the show notes for more. Until next time, keep making those inspired choices and see you in the next episode.